Yes, guys, welcome to another episode of Matt Zena Acting Tips. Today I'm going to be talking about technology that you should have or should you know how to use as an actor. A lot of actors love to have what we call limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are things that you believe about yourself and then double compound that's not actually true, okay? And they're just beliefs. And beliefs, the best thing about beliefs is they can be tinkered with and they can be removed. And one of the main ones is, I'm no good with technology. I'm no good with these things. Well, actually, it's just an excuse. Because in 2023, anything to do with technology, there's a beautiful thing called YouTube. You can bob on and somebody would have made a video simplifying it for absolutely anybody. And I would say, to be an actor, you have to be, generally relatively intelligent, and certainly intelligent enough to watch a YouTube video to find out how to do something. So as an actor, there's a few things that you need, all right? Self-taping, we'll start there. You need a decent camera, but let's face it, you've got a decent camera in your pocket, all right? A smartphone. All right, if you haven't got that and you've maybe using something quite analog, all right, you will need a decent camera, but usually they're on your smartphone. Up to 4K usually, which is amazing. And I'm filming this on an iPhone now because it's just as good and easy to transport and kind of all that as my huge kind of 6K camera, all right? With that, you probably need a tripod or something that's going to be able to hold your phone at a certain level, all right? So a decent tripod is essential. Also, some type of lighting. Now, I've seen people do certain things with lighting. One, change the bulbs. You can get 2,000 lumen bulbs that do the job of all this specialist lighting. If not, get yourself a ring light. And sometimes I've seen amazing products where it's got a tripod, it's got a ring light, and it's got a camera holder. Stuff like that is amazing for actors, particularly if it's portable. And then another thing that you're going to have is some type of editing facility. Now, you might have it on your phone. You can use iMovie. You can use all sorts of different bits of editing. CapCut is a good one. But you've got to be able to use it and you've got to be able to edit. You have to be able to edit. It's as simple as that. Go learn, go do it, just so that you can make your videos appear as awesome as possible, okay? Blank background. If you haven't got a single bit of blank background in your house, you may need to go out and get some type of screen, but usually actors have a blank background. Doesn't matter what colour. The point of a blank background really is if you haven't, I always talk about transposition. Transposition is, look, if it's at a dinner table, sit at your dinner table in your kitchen. You just want to make it as believable as possible, your self-tape, right? So otherwise, if it's set in a spaceship and you haven't got a spaceship shock, use a blank background because it will make it more realistic than maybe somewhere else in your house. That's all a blank background's for, okay? Technology-wise, really, that's everything to do with self-tape. The other thing you're going to need is, the next part is kind of Zoom auditions. You're going to have to be good with Zoom. You're going to have to know the technology. You're going to have to know how it works. And you're going to have a decent setup for Zoom as well. This is the industry right now. Make sure your background's cool. Make sure your camera quality's cool. Go for, when you're on Zoom, whether it's a laptop, your phone, go for the thing with the best camera. Best camera, all right? Make sure then the background, the lighting is just like as if you were doing a self-tape. Make sure it's proper good, all right? Make sure it's really good. Really look into it, invest in it, okay? This is your career now. It's not just going in audition rooms and smarming up to casting directors. It's self-tapes, it's Zoom auditions, and it's technology. This is acting in 2023, and there's just no excuse. You have to be good at it. Simple as that. If you're not, YouTube videos, make sure that you go and you explore and you learn. Be constantly learning. I heard something the other day which says, look, the people who succeed are the ones that are open to constant, persistent learning, all right? And I agree with that. You know, I've never stopped learning about this industry because it really, really does excite me. And if you've got something that you're particularly passionate about, then surely you will want to carry on learning about this industry and things that are useful to this industry. And people who do my masterclasses with me are shocked because I do all the filming. I do all the headshots. I do all the directing. I do everything. Why? It's because I've learned how to do it, because I'm so excited and passionate about this industry that I never stop learning. Never stop learning. And you shouldn't either. And you should be actually looking ahead and thinking, what can I learn about the technology, about the stuff that I need to maybe invest in, buy, in order to be the best I can within this industry. Okay, so make a list of all the things that you feel that you require to make your self-tapes, your Zoom auditions, everything much, much better. Okay, that's been another episode of Matt Zena Acting Tips. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Matt Zena Acting Tips.